Dark forest horror. The moon hung low over the dense forest, its pale light barely penetrating the thick canopy. A mist crawled between the ancient trees, twisting and curling like grasping fingers. The silence was deep, unnatural. No insects, no rustling leaves, just an eerie, suffocating stillness. Ethan trudged through the undergrowth, his boots sinking into the damp soil. His breath came in ragged gasps as he pushed forward, the weight of exhaustion pressing against his shoulders. He had lost the path hours ago, if there ever was one to begin with. The map was useless. The landmarks shifted. Trees that should have been behind him now loomed ahead. He was trapped in something far older than any ordinary wilderness. A shadow moved in the distance. Not a deer, not a wolf. Something taller, something that did not belong. Its silhouette was wrong, its limbs too long, its posture unnaturally stiff. It did not walk. It glided between the trees, vanishing before his mind could register its shape. The air grew colder, the mist thickened, and an overwhelming sense of dread settled deep in Ethan's bones. He pressed on, driven by instinct rather than reason. The trees twisted in unnatural formations, their bark cracked open like gaping mouths, leaking a thick, black substance. The forest pulsed, as if alive, as if watching. He was being guided, herded. Then he saw it. A clearing, impossibly perfect in shape. The grass inside untouched by the surrounding decay. At its center stood an altar of jagged stone, ancient carvings etched deep into its surface. They pulsed with a dim red glow, like embers beneath the ash. Ethan's heart pounded as he stepped closer, an unseen force compelling him forward. His body no longer obeyed him. The mist thickened around the altar, swirling like a vortex. The carvings bled light, stretching outward, forming shapes, figures. Tall, inhuman things with hollow eyes and twisted grins. They emerged from the mist, silent yet screaming in the deepest corners of his mind. Their elongated fingers reached for him, their very presence unraveling the fabric of reality. Ethan tried to run, but the ground held him firm. The altar called to him, ancient words pressing against his skull. He did not understand them, yet they understood him. They had been waiting. The figures closed in, their hands brushing against his skin, pulling, consuming. His body twisted, stretched beyond its limits, pain lancing through his bones. The forest trembled, the mist swallowed the stars, and Ethan became something else, something that did not belong. The moon shone down upon the empty clearing. The altar pulsed once more, then dimmed, waiting for the next traveler to lose their way.